Hello everyone, so in today's video, we're going to talk about checks. So to be clear, I'm just going to write it a little bit clearer. So you can see like this little thing I have drawn here, which is like the checkbook from one of the checkbook. So this is a check. So this would be what look like a checks. Like a checks. So to get a check, you would have to buy a checkbook at a bank. Of course, you have to buy a checkbook at a bank. So this is pretty useful, and I got to say people use this for a long time. So don't care about this part. My little brother, he was drawing and it's accidentally go all over here. He's little, so he didn't know it. So yeah, don't bother with this. So that's it. That's check. So to be clear, I'm just gonna have to use this two side tapes to tape these in so that you won't be attracted to this too much. Great. No. Okay, that's great. Okay, so in your checkbook, we would buy a checkbook at a bank. So in your checkbook, they will have all your names, so you don't have to fill your name. Like this, I already have my name in here. I already write it. So if you buy a checkbook, it'll be like that. Now you can fill in. I'm gonna use a different color. Blue. Okay, so first of all, it's have this word pay to the order at. So if you go to maybe you go to shop and you pay them by your checks. So you fill out this pay to the order at. So you're just gonna pay at the order at. Let's say you go to Target and you pay in the order at Target. Now here's the date. We're gonna have to fill the date too, which now today the 17th of August of September and 2023. Just gonna write like that. So if you don't know what day it is, then today is my father's birthday. Sorry for the thick letter. So why this letter of mine in black is so little? It's because I just have a new. I just replace it with a new one because the last one is actually out of ink. So I'm just gonna write the date. I'm just gonna write the date in this black because yeah, 9/23. Yes. So that's the day for today. So you go to Target and you spend all those money, and everything costs about, let's say, everything costs about $35.45. So it's cost this much. So you go to a grocery store and you buy all that much. Yes. Then there's another amount. Okay, you already filled out the amount of money you want you buy here. Then why do you have to pay in this too? I'm gonna have to write another box so that it can be clearer and bigger to write. $35.45. Okay, so why do you have to fill the amount again? Because some people have really poor writing, so that you can't read, you can't see this over here. So you have to write again the amount. And write again the 35 35th, 35 and 45 cents. Oh my god. What's wrong with all this? Oh, why did I even let my little brother play with this? I'm gonna write it with black pen. 35 and 40. Let's just write this comma. 40. 45 dollar for $35.45. Great. So then people can see how many money you got. After that, you're gonna need your signature. So after that, the target will need your signature so that they could get all the money out. So I'm just gonna write my signature. It's a pretty like easy signature. Then you will tear this check out of your checkbook and you give it to Target so that the next time they go to a bank and they give all the check in, they would get your money out. But what if your account only got about, I'm gonna write balance $25.20. $25.20. So if only that's that, what you're gonna do. Okay, so now let's talk about the positive and the negative. So the thing is, why? Balance, since the balance like that, maybe the Walmart Target would know that you don't have enough money for that. So then they would text you and everything so that you will give their money back. That's it. So now they're both positive and negative. Now let's talk about first is the positive. Okay, so like a debit card, the withdrawal is immediate. So then after you write this to them, then they will go to a bank and then it's just feel like you immediately. And yeah, but that's, and I mean like checks only have one positive, which is that like a debit card, they can change into like that. Now the negative is a lot, So checks are rather cumbersome. I have to agree with that. So you have to carry a checkbook around, and each time you use a checkbook, you must fill it out. Yes, you must fill it out. So you're gonna waste a lot of time. That's number one, negative. 2 is that it is possible to bounce a check. So if you don't have enough money in your account to cover the check, the bank will not pay for it. So the bank will charge a fee for a bounced check. So if you use like a debit card and you only have a check and you use it in your debit card, then the bank will not pay for it, and it is possible to bounce a check. If you don't have enough money in your account to cover the check, the bank will not pay for it, and the bank will also charge you a fee for a bounce check. So that's not good. That's one of its negative. If you don't know how many money you got and you just write a check, then you're gonna have a lot of fee from the bank. Number 3 is that check generally cost around $5 to $10 per checkbook, and each checkbook usually contain about 20 to 25 check, like to 25 all this one. So yeah, that's what is negative, is that you have to bring around. It's wastes a lot of time, and also if you don't have enough money, then they'll bounce check. Like the last one I said. And then, yeah, so I think using a debit card is more like more like convenient using a debit card, or cash. It's gonna be more convenient than using check. But why do they still use it a lot of? Why do you still check a lot? Well, because it's useful for people and they can withdraw it immediately. If they don't have cash beside them, they can have check for them instead. So yeah, now let's practice with a little bit. Okay, so what does it mean to bounce a check? So you do not have enough money in your checking account to cover the amount of check written. So when you have enough money in your account, the bank will reward you by covering the check. Oh no. See, if you do not have enough money to cover the check, the bank will cover it for you. Okay, so if you do not have enough money in your checking account to cover the amount of the check written, then it will bounce a check. So yeah, it's mean like that. And when you have enough money in your account, the bank will reward you by covering the check. Not the right answer. If you do not have enough money to cover a check, the bank will cover it for you. Not right either. Only A is the correct answer. It's asking us, what does it mean to bounce a check? So it means that you do not have enough money in your checking account to cover the amount of check written. Yes, it's mean like that. So when writing a check, which must be included on the check. Okay, so your signature, name of items you're purchasing, C, your date of birth. Okay, so you're just gonna have to fill out the date, the time, the day that you written the check, and the day that you kind of like written the check, and the time that you use it. But you don't need your date of birth. And you don't need the items that you're purchasing either. You just need to write like the amount of money that you're purchasing. So B is not the right answer either, and C is not too. Only A it is, because it's only need your signature so that it will know that it was you who were using it. So let's say if you don't have your signature in it, and then you just write all the check, and then you didn't have your signature, then they wouldn't know who is from. Then they would not get out that for you, because they didn't know that it was you, and they're not sure that it was you, because there's no signature, and only you know the signature. So A is the right answer. Which is a negative feature of using a check to pay for a good or service? It costs about $5 to $10 to buy a checkbook, right? Check are somewhat cumbersome to fill out, right too. C, both A and B. So we know that a negative feature is like, so it costs $5 to $10 to buy a checkbook, so that's very inconvenient. Then you would waste some of your money. But checks are somewhat cumbersome to fill out too, because then you would have wasted a lot of time. But both of these are negative. So C it is, because it is saying that both A and B is the right answer in this one. When you write a check, the money is not drawn from your account until if you write a check, the money is not drawn from your account until somebody go and give the check, and the money will get it out for them. A, the vendor goes and cash the check. B, exactly 24 hours have passed. C, you log into your online access to your bank account and pay for the check. So when you write a check, the money is not drawn from your account until the vendor goes and cashes the check. Yes, only when someone do that. Okay, when writing a check, how is the check amount clearly displayed? I'm pretty sure you can do this, because I already told you how to do it very clearly, like this. all this check, you can watch it again, and you can also like go on and the internet to search. You can Google them about like see how check like a check form, so you could see like a check form and how do they fill out all these stuff. Then you would know how to answer this question. I'm pretty sure you can do it because yeah, we have learned all this way down, so I'm pretty sure you can do it. And thank you for coming and have a good day.